Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently printing lower lows and lower highs, and we have a very nice corrective structure that developed into this support area here in white. That was the target area for this small wave C. As you might know, if you followed our previous videos, then you will know. The initial target area here for the first decline was defined between 42,290 and 41,415. Price turned around here at the 1.236 extension. That was at 41,954 and reacted. So far, the rally is in 3 waves. And I mentioned to you in the previous update that, yep, possibly this was only the A wave of wave 2 or alternatively wave B. We should now see a bit of a rally into resistance in a B wave. That happened now. We're now in this standard resistance area for a B wave, and ideally we would now see a C wave down. This is what I personally would prefer because it would look best. The choppy structure into the support region, into the target area, yeah, it basically supports my overall bullish thesis and viewpoint here, and supports my perspective that this overall support range could act as a jump-off point for a third wave rally or C wave, and we won't know the difference until really later, you know, if we see the subsequent decline after that next rally. Well, that can take us to 47k plus, so I think this could be a bit of a jump-off point here that the price could use to, yeah, basically rally to 47k plus. But the condition is that the price does not break below the yellow support zone. So we don't want to break below the $39,605 level. If it does that, that would be our bearish, short-term bearish scenario. And then the larger support area becomes relevant again, okay? So if you follow our videos regularly, you will know about this larger support zone. This is the overall support zone for the larger fourth wave, which is unfolding on this chart. We talked about that earlier today in the first video. So that means currently we see a first impulse to the upside. That indicates the wave 4 could be finished, but it's really only the first level of confirmation. So that means if it breaks, if this setup, and it's only that, it's only a setup, nothing else. If that setup breaks and we see a break below that 39,605 level, it becomes very likely that this wave 4 will simply reset. This is possible as long as the price is holding overall above 35k. This is when the larger support level will break, but we're not even close. So from that point of view, I focus on the microstructure. Tomorrow we'll talk about the daily chart again. It's worth doing that once a day. So yeah, very good that we see overlapping corrective price action into support. That, yeah, suggests basically my overall bullish thesis. And I would definitely allow it to go down once more in this C wave. So the structure would look like this: A wave, B wave, C wave. I have to say though, I have only added the standard resistance zone, okay? That's the small one here. Only the standard resistance zone for a B wave. It is possible that this B wave overshoots. Easily possible, yeah? Because the A wave is only a 3-wave move, the B wave can be quite aggressive. So that's possible. Just be aware of that, okay? So as long as the rally is a 3-wave move, even if it extends further, I can count it just as the B wave. And then we can still watch for a pullback into the support zone. So I'm not going to predict a move down. Okay, that's not possible. We need a crystal ball. Don't get away from that, get away from that crystal ball mentality. It's about understanding where support is, and that's very well defined. And as long as we're holding above support, any pullback into the support region could be an opportunity. So the lower we go in the yellow box, the better from a reward to risk point of view, but potentially the more risky also the setup, because it might rather break, okay? From a probabilities point of view. From a risk point of view, measured, let's say if you have a stop loss, you would probably have it somewhere below the box or even below the beginning of the first 5-wave move up. Obviously, the closer we go, the better the reward to risk ratio. It's just that a sustained break below the 78.6 Fib level will likely lead to a failure. What else can I say? I mean, again, we've got 3 waves down. That's great. It reached the target, yeah, for this small C wave, yep. But the overall correction, if I compare that to the length, the duration, and also the extension of this move up, this pullback seems tiny. So that's why I said I prefer another move down. But I'm not going to call it. Okay, that's not about that. It's just that we have only really seen a very shallow correction. And therefore, it seems very likely that we test the lower support levels in this box. Yeah, let's see what happens in the next few hours. There'll be another update later today. But so far, the price action is rather supportive of my bullish perspective here. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks like Tesla, PayPal, maybe AMD, Nvidia, then check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.